When will our governments and our countries get it right?
Harry, bringing about change is never easy, but coming together as a global community and harnessing our collective efforts, real and lasting.
Hope, and now we need to listen, constantly listen, and then act on the advice and the vision that you have, because otherwise it's your future that's being stolen from you, and that is unacceptable.
No matter the challenges we face, whether it's climate change, mental health, or systemic injustices, her legacy and the efforts of young people to inspire further action in the world fill me with hope.
Hi, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. So thank you to the commenter who alerted me to this story. Woo, could have almost missed it. You would have missed it if you weren't looking for it, right? I'm telling you, you commenters are the best. People who comment, leave comments. You have educated me so much over the years and alert me to things I would otherwise miss. And, that's the real reason I stay on YouTube, because let me tell you, I have seriously considered just closing all my channels and just giving up on it, this platform. But, you guys are the best. So I'm back for you, not for YouTube. I'll tell you that much. Anyways. So this almost flew under the radar. King Charles honors Ted Sarandos and Shona Rhimes for extraordinary service to creative industry in the UK. This was reported in Deadline, which is a Hollywood industry newspaper. Inside of all the Hollywood elite read, I believe. The insider trade magazines, I believe is the phrase for it, the trades. Anyways, Netflix boss Ted Sarandos. So the boss of Netflix, Ted Sarandos, got a CBE award, Commander of the British Empire from King Charles. Allegedly, it's because of all the British shows on Netflix that are such a hit. And they highlighted the show that this Shona Rhimes, I believe, directed or produced, called Bridgerton. I've never seen it. Let me know what you think of it. Have you seen it? Supposedly, it's the most popular show, or the most popular British show on Netflix. Said it aired at Christmas 2020. And a show called Queen Charlotte started in May 2023. Well, these are the COVID years, right? So I'm sorry, but being a hit on Netflix during the COVID years, you had a captive audience. Like, I'm just saying. Anyways, yeah. So apparently, King Charles gave this award to Ted Sarandos because of all of Netflix's British shows. Doesn't mention the Polo show or the Harry and Meghan show. But you all know that's what I was thinking. I'm sure you were thinking when you heard of this story, that the head of Netflix boss here, head of Netflix, got this award from King Charles. It was not awarded to him by King Charles. It was awarded by the British diplomat and the British embassy in Washington, D.C. So, he didn't, Ted Sarandos didn't get to go to the UK and get the sword on his shoulders or anything. I guess that's only when you're knighted, I guess. I don't know how all these awards work. All I know is that he's thrilled to pieces to get this award, this honor, this British honor from King Charles. And yeah, so I want to look into this and look into why did he really get this. They said it's for these British shows in particular, this Bridgerton show. But I'm thinking it's really because King Charles is like, thank you for putting up with my son as he works with the CIA to destroy the West. Thank you so much, Ted Sarandos, for helping the traitors. That's what I'm wondering. And if Ted Sarandos is, it looks like he's thrilled to be getting an award from King Charles. So, it could just be, thrilled to get any award. But yeah, I'm wondering what's going on here. It really does look like King Charles and Harry Meghan, are working together and have been working together from the beginning. And how easy would it be for King Charles to just threw a few million to Netflix, and Netflix just passes it on to Harry and Meghan, and makes it look like Harry and Meghan got this great deal from Netflix, but the whole thing just funded from the top, from the globalist top, as everything else. And from the British Embassy's website, they say UK in USA, it's called. It says, in the shadow of Queen Charlotte creators Shonda Rhimes and co-CEO Ted Sarandos were presented with honors on behalf of His Majesty King Charles III at our ambassador's residence. So, yeah, we couldn't resist sharing them. Our beloved portrait of Charlotte, wife of King Charles III, the last king of America. Also the one we beat in the Revolutionary War. Oh my. Barely a part of television that hasn't been touched by the brilliance of Ms. Rhimes. Yeah, supposedly she's very woke and she got a lot of diversity in the cast of her show. I haven't seen it, let me know. Mr. Sarandos has also made an extraordinary honorary CBE for extraordinary services in creative industries. Netflix has been a highly valuable creative industry partner to the UK. You don't say, with your little brat Harry over here. Oh my God. Under his leadership, the platform has worked with more than 30,000 British cast and crew and currently has more than 100 productions active in the UK. Bridgerton was not only one of the most watched Netflix shows of all time, but was championed for its diverse casting and modern twist on Regency-era storytelling. Yeah, they're just erasing all the white people from British history, that's all. An award. Of course, King Charles loves this. Were they wearing yellow stars, too? Ms. Rhimes has changed the face of TV storytelling. Kind of like the governments are changing the face of Western countries. Oh man, this thing is so globalist. Creating roles for females and males, blah, blah, blah. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so here we go. Let's take a look at this. But again, I have not seen this show. Maybe it is a well done show and all that. Yeah. I probably will never see it because I don't have Netflix anymore. I used to get, a partner account with somebody else, my family who had it. You could have friends and family in it, but of course, Netflix ended that. So now I don't get it anymore because I'm not going to pay for it. And I'm glad too, because I didn't have any pressure on me to feel obligated to watch any of Harry and Meghan's crap. Other people can cover it. And thank you to the many people who do watch all the Harry and Meghan crap so that we don't have to. Because we got another show coming up with Meghan's cooking show, right, on Netflix. Let's take a look at this. Wow, Ted Sarandos. Loving that British award. Wearing all his shows on British history, rewriting British history. Making it all wokeified. So one day, flash forward 50, 100 years, people will be asking, about it. People won't even understand what it was really like. They'll be like, no, the kings have always been black. Yeah. You fast forward 100 years, they're going to be like, all the kings have been black. Yeah. And they're really going, the way they're going, I mean, they really look like they're trying to, and this is like fun for the globalists. They're like, I know what we can do. Let's change the whole thing around. And we told them one story, now we're going to change the story, and then we'll just, they're already coming out and rewriting history just the past 5 years with starting in 2020. That's all been written by the records of history there, the times and whatnot, the only things that last over time that'll be available. And by the looks of it, you'll think that, things went a certain way and there was an insurrection and, everything is just the way that they record the history. And it just looks like they're changing history right now with Britain, especially. And the history will be that, the royal family used to be white, but they were so racist. And thankfully, Harry and Meghan, they saved the day and they changed everything. They're heroes. Just like Nacho said, they're heroes. They broke through all that racism and now everything's okay. You can see that's how that may be in like 100 years or so. They'll tell, and they'll watch the Netflix of Harry and Meghan and see, oh my goodness, it was so horrible. They asked about Archie's skin color. Can you believe that? Because they could just go in and like Bill Gates said, they could just erase whatever they want anywhere on the internet, any videos, any podcasts, any pictures. AI can go in and just change everything in the blink of an eye so that it appears it never existed. That's the problem with the interwebs. Having everything on the internet, including books or dictionaries, they just change the definition of things. They change the definition of vaccine. They change the definition of recession. So that Biden could say there's no recession. No. We just changed the definition of it. So they've changed the definition of many things. Just, it's convenient when the dictionary is on the internet. You can just change the definition of things. Yeah. So anyways, I'm ranting and raving here. Let's look at this Ted Sarandos getting this award. He looked very thrilled to get it. He didn't even get it from the king directly. He got it from the ambassador in Washington, D.C. Personally, if I were him, co-CEO of Netflix that dealt with his son, maybe they didn't want the photo op, because it would be obvious what was going on. If you saw a picture of King Charles with Ted Sarandos, people would immediately know what's going on here. So they seem to be keeping it a little low key. They're putting out in the public, just like, the Diana Award, everything's out in the public, but they know nobody's really watching, right? Nobody's watching those Diana Awards videos, except for maybe the kids that are involved in it. Like no comments on it. And, so but it's out there. So let's see Ted Sarandos here. Looks thrilled to pieces to get his award. And I'm going to look into, was it really because of Harry and Meghan, the real reason? Or was it really this diverse show that a captive audience during an alleged pandemic had nothing else better to do but to watch it? I mean, the show was a hit during the pandemic. Come on now. Lock down the entire world and you'll get a lot of people watching Netflix. In fact, that's what everybody kept talking about. Watch Netflix. Just stay home, watch Netflix. Well, there's nothing left on Netflix to watch. I managed to avoid doing that for the most part. I hated Netflix. It's so woke. It was more programming. It was more propaganda, all woke propaganda, extreme lefts, Marxist communists. So Ted Sarandos, let's look at him. Was Harry really involved? Was he expecting to get this award? Was this part of the plan from the beginning? Hey, you deal with my drug addict son and I'll give you a nice award and some money. Mm-hmm. All right, let's see what's going on here. Ted Sarandos getting the CBE. Why did he really get it? Let's see what the cards show. General situation, attitude. Four of Pentacles. There he is with his CBE, clutching it, smiling. Oh yeah, he wanted this. This was like very big deal. Very happy to get it. Feels very confident. Ace of Cups. Ooh, look at that. Something new here and very positive new emotions with this. This was a very happy day here to get this. It's like King Charles's hand with the award. Here you go, peasant. You're a good peasant. You get an award. Congratulations. Definitely something new. I don't think anyone in Netflix has ever gotten an award like this from King Charles, right? I mean, and what is it? What, we're not a Commonwealth country, so as far as I know, you're not usually giving awards to Americans here. Ace of Sword, victory, crown. The crown is the focus here mainly. This is all the king pushing forward his agenda here, just like he's pushing it forward with Top 22 and controlling the C40 cities and controlling the food supply in New York City and other American cities. I mean, King Charles's power is behind so many things. The more you look into it, it's like he's running America in many ways. I mean, the globalists, as we all know, Biden wasn't running anything. It's King Charles and his World Economic Forum gang, really. I mean, and of course, 2020 proved that when every single country in the world did the exact same thing at the exact same time, no hesitation, no debate, boom, they just followed orders. Whose orders? Yeah, King Charles knows, maybe. So what's the basis of the situation here? Oh, Ace of Pentacles. Losing money here, losing good opportunities. So I think that there was a lot of loss of money at Netflix, and of course, an opportunity taken away from someone else when they gave opportunities to Harry and Meghan. So I think that there is some sort of loss here that I think King Charles was giving a boost for taking it on the chin, so to speak. So I don't think Netflix has been doing that well. I think they've lost a lot of money from what I've heard. I don't know. I can't understand. I don't understand their financials. If you try to look up their financials and they give you financial statements, and I'm just like, it looked too low to me. Is it $5-6 million a year? Didn't sound right. So yeah, leave it to TRG to read the financials and look into how Netflix is really doing. I don't have a mind for that. I did try to look. I tried, but I heard. I mean, I could be wrong, but I heard that Netflix was struggling, and of course, Harry and Meghan don't help because they just lose money with everything they do. So, was Harry involved in him getting the award? Was Harry's influence? Oh, Page of Pentacles reversed. Well, Harry wasn't involved. But you do have a young person here from King Charles's perspective. Could be his child, his troublesome child, or sign child here, who is the cause of this loss of opportunity and money at Netflix. So I do see the loss of reputation and the negative, like this is communications and negative stories and negative influence, publicity around everything. I think that was part of it as well, because I think Netflix really took a lot of grief for supporting Harry and Meghan, especially after they were dropped with insults from Spotify for being effing grifters. So, Netflix never did that. Netflix never insulted or turned their back on Harry and Meghan. And I think this is partly a thank you for that. A thank you for giving them the opportunity, but also for not bad-mouthing them, which they no doubt deserve. So what's Teddy Boy expecting with his award? 7 of Cups. Yeah. So, this was, a heady moment for him. I think that it felt really good. I'm getting cups and cups. He's very happy. It's emotional. And, it'd be all over the internet. And, he liked the attention and positive publicity, because any publicity is good publicity. Although this was not, I don't believe, highly publicized. I only found it in Deadline. I mean, maybe it's going to come out soon after this, but I didn't see a lot of coverage of this. And I think maybe he wants more awards. Of course, any awards you get is good for your business as well as your self-esteem there. So I think that he felt like this was, going to help business and made him feel good. So what did he not like about it? What's the negative things about this? Oh, Hangman reversed. Yeah, so this is sort of out of touch with reality, just coming from above, people who feel like they're above everyone else. getting this award. I don't know who normally gets awards like this. Usually it's somebody who's been successful for, decades and is a real icon, or real, so it just seemed like this was coming from above, from people who feel like they're above everyone else, the globalists, but also that this was sort of also elevating him above, everyone else. He's a co-CEO. So what about the other CEO? Why didn't he get something? So this might be like a little bit kind of hoity-toity and inappropriate as a foreign award. And maybe that's why they were so low-key about it again. But I kind of get that it was just a little over the top. And especially since it's obviously pushing, in my opinion, the woke Marxist communist agenda as well. It's just another globalist way of pushing their agenda forward with this type of award, giving awards, giving money, giving opportunities only to those who support their Marxist communist LGBTQ, nonsense agendas, the green and the climate change and all that. So what positive things are you getting from this? Queen of Pentacles. Well, the woman who got the award is definitely boosted, and her show is, and more advertising for that as well. So I do see that. Money, of course, more opportunity to create. It's a very, Pentacles, a very creative energy. Bunny rabbit there, always producing and make, but in a financial way. So I think this again is a boost. This award is good publicity. Getting a lot of coins. So I'm seeing a lot of money. The award as well. There's a lot of holding this award here and enjoying it with the cups and cups. So, yeah, but let's see. What was Harry and Meghan, their influence on him getting this award? Oh, Major Arcana, the world. Oh my. Reversed because it's subversive, it's evil, it's the globalist. I see this oftentimes in this type of reading. It's the globalist card. So yes, and yes, in a major way. When it's a major arcana like this, I see it as it's all because of Harry and Meghan. It has nothing to do with that Bridgerton show. So as good as that Bridgerton show with its diverse cast may be, it has nothing to do with him getting the CBE. This tells me the world that they got it for pushing the globalist agenda subversively, sort of hidden way. But this is all, and of course, we didn't even mention Harry and Meghan in this article. Both articles on Instagram or in the article, they put it all in this Bridgerton show, the Queen Charlotte show. They didn't even mention Harry and Meghan. I mean, the king's son and daughter-in-law, right? While the king's giving an award to him, and they don't even mention Harry. Don't even mention it. So that tells you they're hiding it, right? So it's like hidden. They're trying to push it out. Like, no, it has nothing to do with the fact that King Charles's son works for Netflix. No, don't be silly, right? Yeah, oh yeah, it was all because of Harry and Meghan. He would never have gotten this CBE without them, without Harry specifically. Yeah, and for tolerating him. So I get it, for tolerating Harry's idiocy and stupidity and stupid ideas and not bad-mouthing them like the Spotify guy did. Yeah, so what next? What's in store? Ooh, Nine of Swords reverse. So karma's coming quick, I think. I think he's going to regret this. And I think that, because, everyone's going to know. Everyone's going to be talking about it. Like, how do you like your Prince Harry award? I'm surprised Prince Harry didn't hand it to him. I mean, they've got the king's son right there in LA, right, with Netflix. But instead, the Netflix guy flies over to Washington, D.C. to get the award from an ambassador. It's like, does the king's son, work for Netflix? Why don't they just do a ceremony and have Harry giving him the award? Yeah, because they don't want you connecting Harry and Meghan to this, because they are 1,000% the reason for it. They are the only reason for it. So I do think that he's going to get some grief for this and some headaches, because everybody's going to know. They're going to assume, they're going to know. This reading confirms it. And the long-term Nine of Cups. Oh, yes. Look at that. The cat that caught the bird there. The cat that caught the canary. Yeah, well, he's got to keep that award, and he's going to be smug as a bug in a rug. Not snug, but smug, because this is a smug card of nah, 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 nah. I got it. I'm keeping it. So he's gonna be happy at the end. He got what he wants. He got some recognition. But it's also a finale. I'm getting 9 and 9s, which is almost a finality number. I do think that it's coming to an end, Harry and Meghan with Netflix soon, anyways. This could talk about delaying it. Perhaps he's been thinking about the woman in the red dress, puffy dress here. Remind you of anyone? It could be that they're thinking of dropping Harry after this disastrous Polo. Isn't it interesting that he's getting this award right at the same time that Polo is a disaster, Harry's show? So it's sort of like maybe he was thinking of dropping, Harry and Meghan here, but he's going to keep them a little while longer before he drops them because he got the CBE award. Yeah, that's what it looks like. It was an appeasement here. Like, just keep him a little bit longer. King Charles is saying it to Ted Sarandos. Don't drop him just yet. Just a little longer. Yeah. There you have it. Boost his ego with a CBE. There you go. All right. So there you have it. That is what I see. Ted Sarandos got this award entirely because of Prince Harry and his crappy creations. So I hope you enjoyed this. If so, please like and subscribe. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye-bye.